Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Peytons Flowers. It is Labor Day weekend here in Newfoundland, Canada. I think that's Canada in general, maybe. Anyway, Labor Day weekend, I thought it would be perfect time to come into the shop and get another video out to you guys. It is fall. Fall is here. Fall season, the best time of the year. Anyway, we're going to do another wreath, and this is the sign we're going to use today. Hello, fall. It's a truck sign. Everybody loves trucks. Still a big trend. So get your truck merch all ready for fall. We're going to use this. We're going to use a little bit of a different orientation today than I normally do. Trying to switch things up a little bit for you. So we're just going to put this on the top and work our decor into the bottom of the wreath. Here's our sign one more time. Okay, I'm just going to run through some of the products we're going to use today. We're going to use this fantastic pick. We carry these here at Peytons. All the products that we're going to use today, we carry here at Peytons. We're going to use some basic variegated ficus and some of my fave Israeli ruscus and some fall foliage. And of course, a wide variety of RG ribbons that again is available right here at Peytons. All right, so let's get right into it. I already went ahead and pre-stapled right here, staple gun, not a stapler, a staple gun, bang bang. 2 chenille sticks on here, and they are just right in the middle of the sign, and that's going to attach to our wreath. So we're going to do that. And I also made just a hanger out of a pipe cleaner, and that's what we can hang our wreath on. Straighten them up. There we go. He's still a little crooked, but I think that's okay. It's good. How's everybody doing out there? Hi, everyone. Hi. All right. We're going to start, as always, by greening our wreath. So we're going to start with our variegated ficus, my handy dandy bolt cutters. They still work fantastically. I mention these in every video because I'm just so thrilled with them. They work so well. I've been in this industry or the sewing industry or some industry that has been using my right hand my entire life. So anything that's easier on my hands, the better it is for me. So I'm just going to cut off 3 of these. Oh, I guess I should show you where I'm cutting. All right, so when the ficus leaves, when the ficus leaves come from the wholesaler, they always have this bend here. So we're going to straighten those bends, just like that. And then I'm going to use this entire side branch, that one. And then this entire side branch, that one. And then this long one is a little bit too long. So I'm going to cut right in here. So I'm cutting right on the top of this leaf and giving these top leaves as much of a long stem as possible. So I'm cutting right in here, and now we have 2 pieces out of that one, just like that. All right, we're going to dip that in our glue skillet. That's what's over here that you don't really see. Let's see if I can show you. My cord is not very long. It's just a mini kitchen skillet filled with glue, hot glue chips, and it works so well. I've learned a lot about it over the last year. The trick is you have to have it at least halfway full. If not, it gets too hot. Just like if you had a little bit of butter in the bottom of the skillet, it would burn. If you have it this full, it's not going to burn. So you need to have the right amount of glue in there to keep the temperature right. If not, it gets way too hot and smoky. But it's so much better than a glue gun, in my opinion. Handier. It doesn't get quite as hot if you put the right amount of chips in there. So there's way less burning on your fingers, and it doesn't drip off your stem. Like if you're doing this with a glue gun, it's going to drip. And I mean, sandals, it burns my toes, it burns my fingers. I just get burnt all over. So I love my glue skillet. So we're just filling in. Again, this is just our base. It can all be moved and fluffed to a better shape once you get that glue in there and dried. Every stem gets glued in. And as always, make sure you're getting those stems right in through your grapevine. You don't want the sun to melt on that and it's just to fall off. As long as it is in through the grapevine, you will do well. It is not going to go anywhere. Wreaths have become a staple part of our business here at Peytons Flowers. This could be fine. You can put a bow on here. It's a beautiful wreath already, or you could make it way more elaborate like we're going to do. We always tend to have the Maximus approach to our wreath building here, but that's the products that we like to sell. There's lots of other people out there that sell a lot more simpler products, and that's fine too. So you can make it simple or you can make it really elaborate like we're going to today. All right, I am now going to make my bow, and as I said, I have a whole plethora of different ribbons here today. I'm going to start with this 2.5 inch triple colored burlap. That's what I'm going to use for my base. I always start my bows from the bottom out, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to make about a, what is that, 6-inch loop, 6-inch loop, 10-inch tail, and we're going to do that again. That's 6 inches, and we're going to twist and make that loop. And then we're going to twist and make that loop. And we're going to twist and make that loop. And the last time, twist and make that loop. Each time I was checking that each loop is almost the exact same length as the others. Just like that. And we're just going to give that a chop. Just like that. So that's our base layer to our bow. Next, I am going to use this open weave burlap. It adds a nice textural element to your bow. Okay, so I am going to do the same thing, but this was about 6 inches. I'm going to make this about 5 inches. See that? It's about 1 inch shorter. And I'm going to do the same thing. Twist and loop. Twist and loop. Twist and loop. This is going to be a fairly big bow on here. And we're just going to chop that just like that. That's our second layer. Now, for my third layer, I think I'm going to put in our print. So our print, again, wonderful ribbon from RG. The turquoise or the teal with the orange pumpkins matches our sign just beautifully. It's going to pull everything together. We're going to use that. And so there's our tail. Twist and loop, twist and loop, twist and loop, twist and loop. I think 4. Nope, I'm going to keep going. Twist and loop and twist and loop. That's the end of that roll. We have been burning through our fall product here at Peytons Flowers. It just turned September. And people are ready. People are ready for fall. It's the best time of the year. All right, y'all. Just fluffing this a little bit, getting a little ahead of myself because once it's tied, it's way easier to fluff. So now we're going to just add in a little bit. I'm going to break up this pattern a little bit here and just add a little bit of the burnt orange burlap just to break that up a bit. I think probably 3 loops is going to do that. Just like that. Now we're going back to some pattern, and I'm going to use, focus, where are you? Here we go. I can't get a good picture there, but this is a burlap ribbon with a ivory basket weave printed on it. Just going to put a couple of loops in here. 1, 2, and 3. 3 seems to be my favorite number lately. Now, our last ribbon. I know you're saying, what in the world? You're going to keep going? I'm going to keep going. Today, I'm going to keep going. This is a set of 3, 6, 9, 12 different color fall tone glitters from RG that we had coming this season, and they are amazing. They all have an undertone of fall, so there's nothing too bright, there's nothing too bold for Christmas or anything like that. It's all a little bit muted, and they are beautiful. So I'm intending to use a little bit of glitter in every wreath. I love me some glitter. All right, and that's it though, just 2 loops. I'm going to hold on to that because I'm also going to put a tail on the back. So this is the back of the wreath. I'm just going to cross that on the back and add those tails. So there's a couple of tails. I think that we will do the basket weave as well for our tails. So we're just going to put that on the back there as well and chop that. Wow, that's a big bow, y'all. It's a big bow. We got a big bow today. All right, I'm just going to scooch all my ribbons out of the way, and we're going to do the double zip tie method again. Okay, so 1 zip tie across the back of the bow. This is the back of the bow. These are the tails that I added. Right? This is the front of the bow. This is the back of the bow. So I'm putting the zip tie right across the back of the bow. Then I'm taking the second zip tie and I'm going around the bow. So every loop is included and every tail is included and that second zip tie is included. So we're going to zip that. Can't get it now. Getting old, y'all. My eyes are going. All right. We're going to pull that tight. There we go. Now that zip tie has done its job, and that can be just snipped off just like that. Now we have that second zip tie already included in your bow. It's not going to come off. You're as secure as possible, and that's what's going to attach to your wreath. And we are going right in the middle. And we're zip tying it right on there. And just like that, it is there. Now it can be pulled and twisted and shaped to whatever shape you want and you have in your head, because that zip tie is so strong that you would have to pull pretty hard to break that. So now you have all the movement you want. It's so much better than putting a stick on it and gluing it in, because then you have no control. You have to wait till the glue dries. You have to hope you're not pulling too hard, that you're going to move something out of place. With that double zip tie method, you're going to win every time. Look at our tails. I think it looks fantastic already. Back to that same point again. We could stop right here, but we're not going to. All right, I'm just going to cut in some dovetails here. Dovetails just add that finishing touch every time, so your ribbons don't look blunt. There is times when you can cut an angle cut, and that looks nice and appropriate. For instance, this open weaved burlap doesn't look good with a dovetail, so I'm just going to cut it on an angle like that. It looks much better. This is a little long, I think. It's stuck up there out of the way, so we don't need it that long, so we're going to cut it down a little shorter. See how much better that looks? And this one is a little long as well. I always say it's better to have a leftover piece of ribbon as wastage than have your ribbons too short. So don't be afraid to cut it off. Don't be afraid to have a little bit of wastage, and maybe you can save it and use those ribbon ends for a different project. I have a bin on both sides of my working station that I keep all my scraps in, because you always need that little extra piece of something. And if you have a stash next to you, it always comes in handy. I love it. It looks amazing so far. All right. Now we are going to add our pumpkin. Oh, let's put some more greenery in there first. I like at least 2 kinds of greenery. So we're going to use this, my favorite Italian ruscus, it's called. It looks nothing like real Italian ruscus, but that's what it's called from this supplier. It is a push-up as well. So these can be just pushed up, and it can be just all on the top of your bush like that. if you want, or you can spread it out more, whatever your little heart desires. And we're just going to dip that in our glue. And put that right in there. Fill that in. Going behind my bow here. Look at that difference that makes. Look at that one side compared to the other. So that second greenery is a very important step, in my opinion. It just adds that extra designer touch that some of the less expensive things out there in the market don't have. So you want to be on the top all the time. I want to be on the top. I'm sure you do too. You want your wreath to look the best in the whole neighborhood. Just going to add 1 or 2 more pieces to this side here. One more. There we go. We're getting nice and full now. All right. We are also going to add our pumpkin picks. And sometimes I cut these up and use, if I just need orange or if I just need white or turquoise, I can cut them all up. But today we need all 3 of the colors. So I'm not even going to cut it. I'm just going to use the entire pick, 1 on each side, kind of just like this. Glue, get a nice big wad of glue on there because it does have a little bit of weight to it. And we're going to go right in there. Everything, when you're making a wreath, everything needs to come from that one central location, which is your bow. Just like that. That's one side. Oh, look at that pop. Look at that orange pop of color right there. It looks fantastic. I love it. A nice big wad of glue. And again, behind our bow. And into that grapevine. Get it into that grapevine. You can feel it when you puncture through that grapevine. You can feel that it's in there. I'm loving this so far. We're also going to add some larger gorgs into there. So this is just a random bag. We carry these here at the store as well. It looks like a pear. But I love this red because there's red pumpkins in the sign here. So we're definitely going to use those and add those just like that. Oh my goodness. All right, so what I'm going to do with these, obviously, these are just randos that are meant to go on your dining room table in a bowl or something like that. We are going to turn them into picks. So I have some dowels, just dowels from the dollar store. And we're going to dip that into our glue. And I'm going to want to put that right here. So then I'm going to put my dowel right in through here. This is just foam, so it's easy to go in there. I'm going to just wipe that glue off. That excessive glue, you don't really need to, but I do. And we're just going to cut this on an angle, the dowel rod. Maybe that's a little short, a little longer. There we go. So we have a pointy part to our stick. There we go. So that will go into our grapevine. So we're going to dip that into our glue. So it's all glued up. See that? Lots of glue. And then we're going to go right into that grapevine with that stick. There you go. Woohoo! Boop, boop. One more. And this one's going to go up top. So again, dipped in the glue. Going to go right into that foam pumpkin. Our angle cut is still on our stick here. Into our glue again. Lots of glue. And that's going right in there like that. And then we're just filling up and filling up. It's beautiful. All right, I think we need a little bit of floral now. So we're going to use this dahlia is what I would call this. I'm not 100% sure because silk flowers never really look 100% like the true thing, but I'm thinking that this is a dahlia. That's what I would call it, a dahlia. Speaking of dahlias, y'all, our garden is exploding with dahlias. We have some beautiful things right now. Lots of beautiful flowers for fresh arrangements here at Peytons Flowers. Give us a call anytime. Flowers make such a wonderful gift. People don't forget flowers. Christine and I were talking yesterday when we were working, and we were talking about giving gifts for Christmas, and Christmas is coming. Even though fall just got here, Christmas is coming. Oh, I just touched my new microphone. I have a new accessory. Look at that. I don't know if it's working or not. We were saying, do you remember any of your Christmas gifts? Do you remember your gifts? And most of the time, y'all don't remember our Christmas gifts. I do remember one of my Christmas gifts last year. My mom gave me a cart, so I wheel around my cart in the garden and cut my fresh flowers every day. So that's one gift that was great. Really think about your gifts. But flowers, nobody ever forgets flowers. You get flowers showing up at your doorstep, and nobody's going to forget that. You're going to remember that. They're going to remember that and how special that was, because it's about the thought. Flowers are about the thought. It's not about the material thing. That's my pointer of the day. All right, we've got some more little gourds here. Orange, maybe we should do white. Pull out that white one that's up there. Oh, I love that. Yes. So I've already glued this stick in. So we're going to use that one. And we're going right in here. Look at that. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Thanks, Mom, for my pulley cart. I really like that gift. That was an awesome gift. Jeffrey and I will not be giving each other gifts this year for Christmas because we have a family vacation. So part of that family vacation is going to be our gifts to each other for the year. It's going to be great. I can't wait. I'm, of course, not going to tell you when I'm going because I would never want anybody to know when I'm not in my house. We're going to put some drieds in there now. These are just dried curlicues, dried botanicals. So we don't want these stems too long, so I'm just going to give this a chop. Chop. And we're going to add some more curlicues. Just like that. You guys, for any of you who watched my last video and I told you about my pumpkins that we have growing, it's unbelievable. I think I even showed you some in my last video. Well, there's one pumpkin. I'm getting so distracted from my wreath. It is beautiful, but I'm distracted. We have one. It's this big. It's giant. It's the size of a beach ball for sure already. It's only September 1st. So if we let that grow, well, I'm not really sure how you let that grow. So I learned from Garden Answerer and Flower Hill Farm a little bit about pumpkins. And on Garden Answer, she always says that the end turns brown or something. So I don't know. Anybody want to leave comments on when you know your pumpkins are ready? That'll be some fun information for me because I'm not really sure. But I imagine they have at least another month of growing time. So if that's the case, I can't imagine how big it's going to be. And it's not even a giant. Okay, I'm going to stop babbling now. Get this bad boy finished. Oh, I like those curlicues. I think I need a little bit more color up here now. We're going to use some more of these dahlias, maybe. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, I know something I'm going to get down in the store, so I'll be right back. So these, I'm not really sure what these are. I used them in my last wreath as well in the ivory color. This is the burgundy color. They almost look like a hydrangea petal. But of course, hydrangeas don't grow on these spikes. So I'm not really sure what this is meant to be. Maybe it's meant to be a snapdragon. It could be meant to be a snapdragon. Who knows? Anyway, it's a great silk flower. I've used it a lot this season. And it's a great price. $3.99. $3.99 for the bush. And there is 6 stems on it. We're just going to add that little bit of burgundy above that white pumpkin there. You guys, we are almost done. Nice. I think I need a little bit more orange up there. We're going to use another gourd up here, I think. Yep. Maybe this will be the last one. Maybe. There we go. Cut that stem down on an angle. And we're going to work that right in there. You guys, we're done. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching us over the past year. You know, we weren't on very much in the summertime because we were so busy, but we're back now. We should be posting new videos every week, so make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps us out. It really helps our channel and it helps the store grow. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Till next time. Bye.